Some Mazdas hit 300,000 miles without much drama, and others need a new engine before 130,000, and that gap comes down to a handful of things almost nobody talks about. I've been under the hood of these engines for years, and the biggest threats to your Skyactiv-G engine right now aren't the usual oil change reminders. There's a documented class action lawsuit tied to a specific engine, a warranty extension program most owners have never heard of, a sensor that fails quietly and gets blamed on everything else, and a rust warranty most people don't even know covers them. None of that showed up in the last Mazda maintenance video you watched, so let's get into what actually matters. The first thing is the coolant leak issue, and the warranty extension that can still save you thousands of dollars. If you own a 2019 to 2020 CX-5, a 2016 to 2020 CX-9, or a 2018 to 2020 Mazda 6 with the turbocharged 2.5T Skyactiv-G engine, this is the most important thing in the whole video. That engine was named in a class action lawsuit over vehicles built before mid-2020 developing coolant leaks at the cylinder head right around the exhaust manifold. Mazda confirmed the pattern itself across a string of technical service bulletins: TSB 01-01, 3-21, TSB 01-007-22, and TSB 01-002-23, all describing the same crack either at the stud bolt hole or the exhaust manifold flange on the cylinder head. Here's the part almost nobody mentions. Mazda issued an actual warranty extension for this, program CSP11, and it covers this exact coolant leak repair well beyond the normal powertrain warranty, all the way out to 10 years or 120,000 miles. If you already paid for this repair yourself, Mazda's own letter on the program says you might be eligible for reimbursement. So before you accept a $2,000 head gasket bill, call a Mazda dealer, give them your VIN, and ask about program CSP11 by name, because most owners never find out it exists. Next up is the low oil warning that isn't what most people think it is. Older advice about Mazda oil consumption points to certain 2.5-liter engines from around 2014 to 2016 and shrugs it off, saying, some engines just burn oil and there's nothing to be done. That's outdated. The real currently relevant version of this problem hit 2021 and 2022 CX-30, CX-5, CX-9, Mazda 3, and Mazda 6 models, and it has a specific named cause: defective exhaust side valve stem seals that let oil leak past into the combustion chamber. It throws a specific code, P250F00, along with a low engine oil level warning, often as early as 3,100 to 4,700 miles after an oil change, with no visible leak anywhere in the engine bay. Mazda documented it across TSB 01-01, 2-21, TSB 01-01, 1-22, and TSB 01-001-23, and the issue was serious enough that Mazda reached a class action settlement and rolled out a formal warranty extension, program SSPD5, stretching engine coverage out to 7 years or 84,000 miles specifically for this. If your 2021 or 2022 Mazda throws that low oil warning and the dealer can't find a leak, don't let them just top off the oil and send you home. Ask them to check it against that valve seal TSB by name. This same issue is also linked to a rough, stumbling cold start on naturally aspirated Skyactiv engines, so if your Mazda idles rough on cold mornings and smooths out once it warms up, that's exactly where I'd look before replacing anything else. Before we continue, drop a like and subscribe for more Mazda content. Like this, I have a lot in the pipeline. Thanks a ton. Here's one that has nothing to do with your spark plugs, even though it looks like it does. Most videos tell you to replace plugs and coils and move on, but there's a documented cause of random misfires that almost never comes up. Mazda's TSB 01-007-19 explains that water from combustion and condensation can build up inside the exhaust system and freeze, restricting the main silencer on cold starts and triggering random misfire codes. If you're chasing a misfire that only shows up on freezing mornings and disappears once the car warms up, that's almost certainly your answer, and the fix is on the exhaust side, not the ignition side. Don't waste money on a new coil pack chasing this one. On top of that, there's a sensor almost nobody talks about. One of the most common repairs on the 2.5-liter Skyactiv is a failing mass airflow sensor, which throws a code, either P0101 or P0171, and can fail in as few as 60,000 miles, usually from contamination rather than a real defect. Try cleaning it before you replace it. A $10 can of sensor cleaner solves this about half the time. If that doesn't fix the voltage readings, replacement runs roughly $80 to $150, which is nothing compared to months of driving on a lean running engine, which accelerates carbon buildup and wears out your catalytic converter early. Past 60,000 miles, check this sensor at every oil change, not just when a warning light comes on. Carbon buildup is still real too, but think of it as ongoing upkeep rather than a one-time fix from walnut blasting. Direct injection carbon buildup on the intake valves isn't new information, but it's still misunderstood. Top-tier gasoline, a fuel system cleaner every 5,000 miles, and an occasional highway run above 4,000 RPM will keep it manageable. Mazda has acknowledged this enough that many 2-liter and 2.5-liter engines genuinely need periodic cleaning, and this isn't something mechanics invented to sell a service. Skip it for 80,000 miles or more, and you're looking at a walnut blasting job, not a cheap one. If you drive an all-wheel drive Mazda, your transfer case needs attention as well. Most CX-5, CX-50, CX-9, CX-70, and CX-90 models come with all-wheel drive, which means a transfer case and rear differential that quietly need their own fluid service. Ignore it long enough, and a transfer case replacement runs somewhere between $2,000 and $3,500, and it's a repair that almost never comes up because it has nothing to do with the engine. While you're at it, keep an eye on the front control arm bushings too, since Mazda's sporty air suspension tuning wears them out faster than a softer crossover would, and replacing them on a CX-5 or Mazda 3 around 80,000 miles commonly runs $800 to $1,600. Neither one will strand you overnight, but both get ignored until they're expensive. You might already be covered for rust without realizing it. Washing the undercarriage and applying an oil-based rust treatment before winter is still solid advice, but here's what most owners never check. Mazda backs every new vehicle with a 5-year, unlimited mileage warranty against corrosion perforation, meaning rust that actually eats a hole through a body panel. Inside that window, rust through on a subframe, wheel well, or rear quarter panel may be fully covered. No cost for parts or labor. Past 5 years, you're covering it yourself, which is exactly why the undercarriage habit still matters, because it's what keeps you from ever needing that warranty in the first place. None of this replaces the fundamentals though. Full synthetic 0W20, oil and filter every 5,000 miles on turbocharged models, 5,000 to 6,000 on naturally aspirated ones. Automatic transmission fluid drained and refilled every 60,000 miles with genuine Mazda ATF, not a generic substitute that doesn't match Mazda's friction specs. Spark plugs at 60,000 miles with OEM spec iridium plugs, and anti-seize on the threads, so you're not fighting a seized plug in an aluminum head down the road. That part hasn't changed, and it's still where most preventable engine damage starts. Last thing, and it changes the bigger picture. Mazda's new Skyactiv-Z engine is set to replace the Skyactiv-G, launching in the redesigned CX-5 with a mild hybrid setup first, then a full hybrid version in 2027. It runs on ultra-lean combustion and Lambda 1 control aimed at squeezing more real-world efficiency out of every drop of fuel, and it's built to meet Euro 7 and US Tier 4 emissions from day one. If you're shopping used right now, that matters, because every Skyactiv-G Mazda on the market today is a known quantity with known failure points, the ones just covered, most of which have real TSBs and warranty programs behind them. The Skyactiv-Z cars are the unknown quantity. That's not a reason to avoid a used Skyactiv-G Mazda. If anything, it's a reason to take care of the one you already own, instead of assuming the next clean sheet engine will just be better by default. Getting a Mazda to 300,000 miles isn't luck. And it isn't only about changing the oil on time either. That's the story every other video tells. And it's not wrong, just incomplete. Know the model year specific issues Mazda itself has documented. Know which ones come with a warranty extension you might already be entitled to. And don't skip the boring stuff while you're at it. That combination, not luck, is the difference between a Mazda still running strong at 300,000 miles and one sitting in a junkyard at 130,000. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like, subscribe, and comment if you want more Mazda content in the future. I have a lot planned and would love for you to stick around. Thanks.